Welcome back to another episode of the Broke Boys. I'm Martin,
I'm Kat.
and today we have a very special episode of the Broke Boys podcast. Today we're going to be talking about, again, another fucking Disney trip that we fucking took. Yes, I know. Relax. Hold the applause, please. Relax.
They're like, damn it, another Disney?
Like, you fucking...
That's the main word we're cutting
I
out.
had to bleep that. It took me a minute because I was like, can I say it? Wait, no, I can't say it.
You know you can't say it.
But I can.
But that doesn't mean you should.
You right.
Anyways, I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, another Disney trip? Yes, I know. I just can't help it. I can't help it.
I know. Nothing can stop us now.
I'll tell you how. Yeah, so we'll talk about the Disney trip.
Yes.
We'll talk about...
And like quick little update. The last episode that we published was COVID and talking about how I,
how you were
struggled
down
with-
bad.
I was down bad, and now I'm not at full 100% because my lungs did take a huge toll out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel incredible, except for my lungs. They feel distraught.
He said, I feel great. My lungs, on the other hand, they're holding on.
Like I still get out of breath real quick, and I don't know if whether it's because of my lungs or whether because I'm too fat.
Oh.
And either or, I'm losing stamina.
Oh, interesting. Well, let's run the intro, and then we'll carry on that thought.
Yes.
We them broke boys from the hood. We on them missions understood. Won't catch us lacking, we that good. We always winning like we should. We flying high, we butterfly up to the sky. No way you catching us goodbye. Pray to God we make it out alive. I'll never leave my dogs behind. We stick together like we signed. We shooting stars, one of a kind. We undefeated, just resign. Money more lower than a bitch nowadays.
All right, guys, we're back.
You said it's so soft. Like I could see the audio wave barely picking
Would
it
you want
up.
me to yell?
I don't know. I mean, you get
All right, guys,
Whoa.
we're back.
Damn.
Just kidding. Okay, so what were you saying about your lungs?
Yeah, endurance-wise, I struggle a lot. Walking has become my enemy, but it's always been my enemy. Cardio has always been my fucking arch nemesis.
Well, I think COVID took a toll on you because you're young. It attacked you. Huh?
Excuse me? What?
COVID took a hit on your lungs, which already you had asthma already, so your lungs already were not the strongest.
Yeah.
So when you got COVID, you got attacked.
Yeah.
Now, however, I think your lungs.
My lungs
they're
were
coming
molested.
back. That's inappropriate. They're coming back, but you still have to do your inhalers. You still have to do everything that you had to do when you had
I
COVID.
take pills. I still take my pills.
The inhaler and the pills, yeah.
Yes.
Eventually, though, they'll feel better, and it'll be like COVID never happened.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I do get back. But I think that was a little bit of towards the mid of the day downfall because we kept walking consistently back and forth. And
Oh, you're talking about the Disney trip?
yeah.
Okay, so
And-
let's get into that. Why did we go to Disney again?
So my lovely cousin, came from out of town.
Lovely's crazy.
He is a character. He's a walking meme sometimes.
Yeah.
And I love my cousin to death. He's fucking funny. He's hilarious. He's a little bit too much sometimes, I know, but he is family, and I love having him around. And we had set that we were gonna go on this family group activity, but it's kind of hard when you don't have much family.
Or the
And-
family you do have, it's hard to get together.
Yeah, and we don't necessarily talk to everybody. So when we try to, I think when me and him had set out, one of the goals was to see if we can reach out to the other cousins and get back together.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that didn't end up happening. So it just ended up being us, him, and my little brother. I'm glad that my little brother was able to go.
Yeah.
So we can all just have fun and just enjoy it. A little getaway, a well-deserved, just time off.
Yeah, he was visiting from out of town. So he was like, I really want to go Disney. I really want to go Disney. And listen, it doesn't take much to convince us. So that's really all he had to say. And then before we know it, tickets were booked and we were leaving that night. So yeah, before we went to Disneyland though, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but we saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
So that weekend that we were planning to go out of town, it just so happened to fall on the release week of Deadpool and Wolverine. So we had already had tickets at 6:00 for Deadpool and Wolverine in 4DX. And we were going with like my sister-in-laws, and then like some cousins were going. And we had already had that booked at 6, but we also had to be in Disneyland the next day for Saturday. So we left right after the Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
And drove through the night. But what do you rate the movie out of 10?
If oh my God, it was executed perfectly. I'm sorry, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
That's my favorite Deadpool movie so far.
Well, you don't like the other ones because they're too dark and too.
They're just too much for me.
Yeah,
I don't hate them.
You're not into dark humor.
Yeah, I don't hate them, but of the 3 Deadpool movies, this one's my favorite.
Yes, and spoiler alert
No,
for
it's
everybody.
too early for spoiler.
I don't give a fuck. It's been all over my For You page. Now they got to suffer through it.
Oh.
If you haven't watched it, get yourself a ticket and go watch it.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good. I love it. I want to go watch it again. Just
Yeah.
for just to. I miss so much cameos. I miss so much little things.
Yeah.
But just to be able to watch it for the first time was just an incredible experience. The nostalgia, the knowing of the characters, how much it built up from years before.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I can say is that it does it justice for all X-Men movies.
Yeah.
When what is it? The 20th Century Fox. They
Mm-hmm.
all own them.
Yeah.
Own their copyright, and it just did justice to that whole franchise.
Yeah.
And it also was what I didn't know, and then it wasn't until I just saw this post. It's saying that it's incredible that this movie wasn't just an introduction to the MCU, but it was also almost like a tribute to all the original cast members.
Yeah.
So, again, sorry for the spoilers, but every X-Men that you can think of that was able to show up to be a part of this movie from the original showed up. Even Blade, the original actor, Elektra.
Elektra came back.
She was the original actor. Channing Tatum had got his first opportunity to finally play as Gambit. And he executed it perfectly, even though he had a weird accent.
Everyone said his accent sounded like he was part of the Minions, and I agree. It was crazy.
But can we talk about that though? Like that was the whole point.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that that's what they needed.
goal.
They needed to go for.
Yeah.
Is that he needed to have this different, unique accent when he talks.
Yeah.
And it definitely gave him justice. And
and his character was funny too. So
yeah, the whole movie.
the whole
was
movie,
just
yeah,
funny.
you were laughing and you were like in a generally good mood.
Yeah. Can we talk about, before we jump into Disneyland? Can we talk about how well executed it was in the beginning of the fucking movie when they were like introducing how they were able to bring him back.
Bring everyone back.
Not everyone back, but bring back Logan.
Him. Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolverine.
Yeah, it was executed very well, I think. I also think it's important to note that this was the day before we were leaving to Disneyland. That's also the day that they released that
Deadpool.
No,
Oh.
not Deadpool.
No?
That's also the day that they released, yes, that Deadpool will be in the park, but that Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom.
Yes. Yeah.
How do we feel about that? I see a lot of mixed emotions.
I hear from the fans, like I see it too.
He said, I talked to them one-on-one.
I talk to them one-on-one. Listen, I too am with them with Comic-Con. No, but in all seriousness, I think it was just a bold move that Kevin Feige, the owner of the MCU, just needed to make. And Marvel movies just weren't doing good.
Well, that's what I heard. I heard a lot of people saying that they felt like it was a saving grace, making him Dr. Doom, because everyone's a fan of him. But they're also a fan of him as Iron Man.
Yeah.
I don't know how people are going to feel seeing him as Dr. Doom. Because I know that I'm like that. Once I see a character, like, he's only known for that movie.
Exactly.
You know? Like Hugh Jackman. I was thinking of Greatest Showman the whole time.
No, fuck no. Never. Don't disgrace him like that.
No, but I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there are things like that. Like,
fucking love
I see
Hugh
Channing
Jackman.
Tatum and I think of 21 Jump Street. Like, I see
Okay.
these characters and they're, like, pivotal roles in, like, these movies that I enjoy. So I think it'll be interesting for me to try to envision that's not, when I see Robert Downey Jr., that's
He's
not
not
Iron
Iron
Man,
Man,
that's
yeah.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah. He's
So I
the
think
villain.
it'll be interesting
I
to
think
see how that plays out.
I think it was a well executed move for them to it, but I know that it cost hella money.
Oh, for sure. He's getting his bag.
And the sad thing is that I saw I don't know if you saw it, but the TMZ reporter that went after Jonathan Mayers and like asked him about it.
No, but that's another thing. What are they gonna do with the whole King the whole King timeline?
It has to get trashed.
You don't think they'll bring it up at all?
They can't. There's no way. Like it's too,
I think they have to. I feel like they put so much energy into that.
Maybe recasting just to make him a villain in a different movie.
Maybe because they really built him up.
Well, he was supposed to be the
next Thanos.
The next Thanos. He was supposed to be the next big villain, but unfortunately, he had some legal issues, and he was also under domestic violence charges. So
he was fired.
So then Disney fired him once all that came. And so anyways, I saw that video of this TMZ reporter asking him and like, hey, like, how you doing, man? Like, hey, how do you feel about Robert Downey Jr. being Dr. Doom?
Mm-hmm.
And his response was like, I'm just heartbroken that Robert Downey Jr. took the role.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I think, and I get it, bittersweet. You were supposed to be the main villain. But
at the same time, like, who else could it? I mean, I guess they could have picked anybody.
But I guess I see it from his perspective, like, fuck, like, why'd you fucking accept it? But at the same time, I see it as like a win for the MCU because they definitely needed it.
Well, not only that, but now that they have him signed as somebody, as Doctor Doom, who's to say that Iron Man can't come back and it can't be played by him?
Or it might be a different version of him.
No, but that's obviously not the Iron Man we know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, who's to say, like, he can't play another variant, a variant of Iron Man?
Yeah, I get from what you're saying too. But I think the variant that they might be choosing, there's a comic book version of Doctor Doom and Iron Man that mix together.
Well, that would make sense if they have Robert Downey Jr.
Because there's a point in time that the Iron Man takes so much L's, so much losses, loses Pepper, and
yeah, easy on my man now.
loses everything, and then he talks to I forget his name, Dr. Victor von something.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
But he's eventually Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
So they link up together to try to find a way into the quantum realm and all this other stuff. So from what it said in the comic book is that eventually they morph their ideas into one thing, into one quantum physics, and they accidentally trigger it, and they combine each other's minds on accident.
That'd be crazy.
And that's how they become like as one.
Maybe.
Yeah. But then there's also like the different variants of Doctor Doom that he is very deadly and he is very, super powerful. You name it. There's all kinds of different things. There's different ways that they can play it out. Obviously, this is going to be the movie role, so it's nowhere near as the comic book.
Yeah.
They're going to take bits and pieces.
And pick what they want.
Yeah. But for the most part, I think it could be played out perfectly and executed perfectly if they do it right. And I think
with Kevin Feige, I think they will.
And I think he has to. Like, I think he has to figure it out to be like, all right, you know what? They re-signed the Russo brothers, who
that was interesting too.
Who directed 3 successful movies with Marvel.
3 of probably the most successful.
Yes, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. So, it's gonna be an interesting one, and I really like that. I really like that shit. And I think it was an icing on the cake. Like, I wish it was a better reveal.
That's what everyone's saying. They wish they revealed it like in movie instead of at Comic-Con.
Exactly. But then it's just like, I get it from that point of view too. Just because it's like
people up.
Just because you have the fans, you have people that are there, they're waiting to hear the next lineups, the next
big thing,
and then you go all out for these hardcore fans that paid hundreds of dollars for those tickets to be there.
I guess so they definitely got their money worth.
Yeah,
for sure.
Could you imagine if we were to go and just be chilling there and like
Robert Downey Jr. pops out
of nowhere?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I thought the movie was really good. I'm excited to see what's next for that universe.
Mm-hmm. How about Chris Evans?
That was crazy.
That was insane.
I was a little confused. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, Captain America, what are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like, wait a minute. You're not Captain America, but who
like,
are you?
There's no way that they're bringing back Captain America. And did you see how they teased it perfectly to the point where they were like, he was speaking like Steve Rogers. Yeah. He was the same persona, the same.
That's why I was like, wait a minute.
And then Deadpool, he's gonna say, Avengers Assemble, and he's like, flame on. Yeah. I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh hell no. Yeah, no, it was executed very well. I would say I liked it. I was kind of hesitant because I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan, but I think it did justice. I think it was pretty cool.
I liked it. I loved it.
And it also got us super excited to go Disney because we were going the next day.
Yeah.
For this time we did the Hopper tickets. Yep. So you go to both parks in one day, and let me tell you, I was sore. I don't know if I don't know what it is, but it was a lot. It was a lot more than I remember.
Yeah, it's both parks. We're jumping from one park to the other, and
that's exactly what we were doing, is going from one park to the other. Like, we didn't really stay. We stayed in California Adventures mainly. We did pop over to Disneyland, but it was also very hot that day.
Yeah.
I think the high was what?
89?
89?
It was like 89, closer to 90, because it was really hot.
It was very hot. And it was like humid hot, like sticky hot.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That was an adventure.
But I think to experience the Hopper, it's like you have to know what rides you really want. I think that's what sucks about the Hopper, is like you can't hit every ride.
Yeah, you have to prioritize.
You have to see which ones you want, and then they introduced the new Fast Pass, the Lightning Lane,
which is essentially the same thing.
It's the same thing as the Genie Plus Pass, but
okay. Well, when we went to Disneyland,
where did we start? We started off at the Incredicoaster. Yeah,
so we started in California Adventures. Your brother and your cousin did the Incredicoaster, and we don't really fuck with roller coasters like that, so we did the Toy Story one.
Yeah, we did the Jesse's Roadhouse.
No, Toy Story Mania, I think is what it's called.
Toy Story Mania, my bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, and you lost significantly.
Okay.
Horribly.
But no, we're not going to talk about. I was in the lead the whole time until the last like 2 screens, and then he finally catches up and beats me. First of all, rude. Second of all, what would it hurt you to let me win?
I didn't. I thought I was in the lead, but then I realized that you were in the lead, and I was like, well.
You said, I got to tee up.
I got to tee up.
I guess. So we did that. Like Martin was saying earlier, when you park.
And I'm good at finger blasting.
Oh. That's not making it in.
Yes, it is. I edit this.
When, so fucking dumb. When Martin was saying that we have to be selective about the rides, it is true, especially if you're going to both parks. So we didn't ride a lot of the rides that we usually ride in Disneyland because we were trying to do all the ones that his cousin wanted to do since he was visiting.
Oh my god.
But because of that, we were able to do Rise of the Resistance, the Star Wars ride, which we had never done before because the wait time is always too long. And we were able to do the Radiator Springs one. What's that one called?
The Cars Land.
Yeah, is it called Radiator Springs?
I think it's Race to Radiator Springs. One of those.
Yeah, something like that. But the Cars one, I hadn't done it since it first opened, so that was very fun. And it's so pretty.
Yeah.
The Radiator Spring one is so pretty. The Star Wars one, I'm not going to lie, guys, I was freaking out. I don't do drops. I don't do, like, big... First of all, I'm scared of heights. So, like, that knocks off a few rides.
And then Kat researched it on TikTok.
No, okay, that's the mental illness in me because
I know
his cousin was like, hey, we're going to go on this ride. And I was like, okay, what ride is it? And I had never been. So the first thing I do is go on TikTok and I'm like, what are the reviews? What are the ride-throughs? Like, what am I expecting? Blah, blah, blah. And on there, it says that there's a drop. And I was like, a drop? I was like, no way. Not just any drop.
Kat says there's a 50-foot drop. And I was like,
that's what it said on TikTok.
I was like, there's no way. And hold on. Let me be honest with you guys for a little bit here. Me and Luis, we were like, there's no drop anywhere. Because when we get in line, flat surface. We're surface level.
Yeah.
We're not going upstairs. We're not going downstairs. A 50-foot drop would be huge. That's why I was just like, there's no drop, whatever. So then we get into the ride.
I'm tripping the whole time we're in line.
And then me and Kat, we're just looking. All right, where's the drop at? Where's the drop at?
I already knew where it was coming because I saw a TikTok.
Because she paranoid me from it being 50 feet down.
Because Martin also doesn't like heights.
And then I don't like heights like that. Like I'll get on it. Don't worry about it. Because then in my head, this is how it works in my head. I hate rides. I'm a pussy for rides. But
Okay.
if I paid for the tickets, best believe I'm getting on these fucking rides, whether I like to or
my
not.
thought process is, yeah, I paid for these tickets. I'm not getting a ride I don't enjoy. If that ride's gonna stress me out more than I'm gonna have fun, I'm not getting on it. And listen, I'm a good little passenger princess. I'll sit there and wait for you guys to get off. I'll hold the bags.
My goal
I'll
is
find
to
myself
pass out.
I'll find myself a comfy seat under a shaded tree to sit, and I'll wait for you guys. I do not mind.
Mm-hmm.
But getting on a ride with a 50-foot drop, I was tripping. But his cousin paid for us to get on this ride because it was excluded from the Genie Pass.
Yes, so you have to pay. You can pay extra additional for the fast pass.
Because it's one of
for
the
those.
the most wanted ride or whatever.
It's high demand, I think.
That's the word I was looking for.
And for that one and for Cars Land, those are the only two as of right now that I've seen.
Which is why we haven't really gotten on them, because the wait time, if you don't pay the extra fee, is always like an hour and a half, and I'm just not willing to sacrifice an hour and a half.
Yeah. So.
Anyways, all that to say, his cousin paid it for all of us to get on, and I was like, I'll pay you back. Like, don't worry about it, I'll pay you back. And his cousin was like, no, we're going to do this. We're going to do it together, and we're going to have fun. And I was so scared, and I ended up getting on it. And dare I say, it was one of my favorite rides. I thought it was very fun. I'd get on it again. I wouldn't pay to get on it. But if we get there early enough and we can get a spot, I think I'd get on it again.
I definitely would get on. I love the theme. It was because, if you guys don't know, I guess in the Rise of the Resistance, you're like a civilian traveling through space, or maybe traveling with somebody that you're not supposed to be traveling with.
Yeah.
And the Resistance, if I'm not mistaken, or the Force, I don't know. For you Star Wars fans, please do not fucking come after my necks. I don't watch any of these movies. This is a franchise that I really don't understand yet.
Yeah.
But anyways, they get pulled over, and they get sucked in, and they get interrogated, and you're supposed to get interrogated by the
cast members while you're waiting.
Yeah, by the people that are capturing you, and so everyone's in character, and they're like, "You must be a spy." What was the lady? The lady was pressing Luis.
Yeah, the lady was like, "You look like you have like you're hiding. You look like you're hiding something." And then he was like, I'm not hiding something. I'm not hiding anything. Look, I have a serious face. And, like, did his face. And the lady, like, turned around. But they're so serious and they're in character. And it is so hard not to laugh.
I looked at my cousin and I was like, you're hiding that you're gay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my God. Like, it was really good. I did enjoy it after all. I thought it was fun. And, yeah, we also got to go on all the rides that we usually want to go on. I wasn't able to get on the teacups. I was very upset about that.
We didn't get on the what's it called? The Maters cow tipping one?
Yeah.
The one, yeah. I wanted to get on that one.
I think that one's a Luigi ride, but.
Oh, it is the Luigi ride.
But we didn't get to go on that one. We didn't get on the teacups. We didn't get on It's a Small World.
We didn't get on a lot of them.
Yeah, because we had to be very pick and choosy, and because it wasn't just us, we were doing what everyone wanted. Mm-hmm. Not that that's a bad thing, but. We just weren't able to do what we usually do, which is cool.
And I will say it's cool if you get the hopper, if you know what you want to ride and you know what you want to do, you know?
Or if you only have one day in town, if you can only be there one day and you want to do both.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I found out that I am an artiste.
Oh, yeah.
We went 3 different times to this drawing class that it's in California Adventure.
Mm-hmm. It's in Hollywood Studios, I think is what they call that little area. Mm-hmm. But it's the Animation Academy. So you go, and once every half hour, they have a new character that they'll teach you how they draw. And that was the one thing I wanted to do, because I'm the only girl on this trip. So I told Martin, that's the only thing I want to do in California Adventure. If you guys get on big rides, I'll be over there. Like, I love drawing and sketching and anything like crafty. So every time that Luis and Bethel went on a ride that me and Martin didn't want to get on, we went straight over there. And yeah, Martin's an artist. We drew the Toy Story Alien. We drew Oogie Boogie. And who was the last one we drew? Oh, Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah. So those were the 3 that we drew. And I had fun. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Would you do it again?
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. And it was nice. It was AC. It was indoors, which was my favorite part because it was hot.
I wish they had that at the other park as well.
I would love that in Disneyland. But I can see how it doesn't work.
But I guess you have to be, strategic of where you want everyone to be at.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they suck a lot of people in to get the hopper.
Maybe. Well, and then the whole Animation Academy, that makes sense for the Hollywood Studios area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they'd put it in Disneyland,
In downtown, where all the other artists are.
Oh, downtown would be cool, but downtown is for you don't even have to have a pass, a ticket.
Or not downtown. What's it called when you enter
on
Disneyland?
On
Main Street.
Yeah, maybe I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Either way, it was fun. What else? What other rides did we do in California?
We did Soarin' over California.
Mm-hmm.
We did
The one that's the little rocket ship and the swing.
Yeah, it's like the.
Then we did the swings.
Then you guys did the swings.
Oh my God! I almost died in that one with the swings.
Huh?
Because I was at the last seat at the very edge, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's designed for fat people. Fat people need to be inside the inner, swing sets. I was at the end, and I kid you not, it felt like the swing was going up, but I was going higher than what I was supposed to, and it felt sus, and it felt like I was about to fly off.
What other ones did we do in California Adventures? We did a lot of them, but I can't remember. Oh, we did the web slinger. We've never done that one too. The Spider-Man ride.
The Spider-Man.
I was winning also until the last screen, and then Martin caught up. Rude.
Yeah. And then maybe food-wise, I love the asada fries that they have right there by Hollywood Studios. Mm-hmm. And I had to get some. Oh
my gosh, yeah. So me and Martin were we were on our own. We were waiting for the next class for Animation Studios. And the last time we went to California Adventures was with my family. So Martin was like, "Oh, I think they have the asada fries. I'm going to order them. Do you want to share?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, whatever." So then he orders them. I had to run to the restroom. I come back, and I see him standing there. And I go to grab the plate. It's empty. I said, "I thought we were sharing." He was like, "No, these are too good. I have to order you another one."
Let me be honest.
I was waiting.
I was waiting for 20 minutes.
It did not take that long.
It was a minute. It was a minute because I was standing there and I was.
It was a minute because there's always a line, but it wasn't 20 minutes.
It was 20 minutes. It was 20 minutes because then I killed that whole plate because I was so hungry, and then I felt bad, and then I was like, "Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna order you another one."
Yeah. Anyways, all that to say, it was fun. We're going again in October.
All that to say is, or actually no, after we finished in California, we jumped over to Disneyland. Mm-hmm. At Disneyland, we hit up all the rides that we could.
Yeah.
So we did
Pirates. We did Jungle Cruise.
We did the Thunder Railroad. My little brother and Luis did Matterhorn. I wanted to get on that one, but I think I was eating, or I had just finished eating, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna throw up."
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't know. I was just, man, Disneyland. I just start just fucking grabbing little shit here and there, and I start just stuffing my face.
Oh.
If they had a food tour, I would be the guide.
That's interesting. No, yeah, it was cool overall. It was fun. We stayed at, like I said, until it closed. We were on rides until it closed. We got to go on the Runaway Railroad, one of my favorites. Yeah, it was just fun overall. Yeah, I had a good time.
It was a great moment. Just you gotta love it out there, and I love it out there. So
yeah,
it's fun just to go and just to adventure out and just to embrace your family, embrace the people that you love to be with, and just to enjoy the time.
Yeah, it was fun.
But yeah, so we loved it. I loved going out there. Mm-hmm. Great food. I took a lot of videos, took a lot of pictures. Just
hopefully
to
those
vlog.
will be up soon.
And hopefully I will be able to finish up that edit to post the vlog. And I don't know how you feel about the vlog that I posted.
Me?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know if people have known or have seen it.
Well, I see that people see it. Not a lot, again, but... And then I'm also new to it because, again, I just throw myself in there.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I didn't write a full caption, or I didn't know what to tag or anything like that. So I just literally all right, fuck it, post it.
And that was it.
That was it.
Well, I think you were also nervous because it's your first one. So for those of you who don't know, Martin posted a vlog on YouTube. It's about, how long is it?
About 2-3 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's 3 minutes. It's pretty quick. I think you were just trying to test it out.
Yeah.
Dip your foot in the pool, as people would say.
I don't know how I feel about like putting the phone like a selfie mode and like talk to it.
That's what I was gonna say. That's kind of the hard part that I think you have is like it's hard even to like just pull out a camera and just record. Even in Disneyland, like everyone's doing it. But when you pull out a camera, something about it just feels like everyone's looking at you. And like we're not important. No one's looking at us. But that's what it feels like when you have a camera out.
And it just feels uncomfortable that you're just like you're
like
essentially
unnatural.
Yes, unnatural. And you're essentially just like I don't know what to say. And then you get choked up and you're just like, fuck it, that sounds stupid. Never mind.
Yeah, it's something you're learning. We're learning together.
Yeah.
We're trying to get used to having a camera out. We're trying to remember that we should have a camera out.
Yeah. And then I also don't want to make someone uncomfortable if I just have the camera out.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Disneyland's a special occasion, like not a special occasion, but like, I mean, yeah, special occasion, but like a special thing because everyone has their camera out.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to take pictures. Everyone's trying to remember the day. Like, everyone's trying to like do that. So I think it's less awkward there. But it is an adjustment still to like have a camera and stuff out.
Yeah. So for right now, if you guys see some of the clips have music, audio, or even a little bit of audio, just know that they're mainly going to be like that. I'm not going to.
We're trying.
I cannot get.
Not yet. You can't. You're not comfortable speaking yet.
Yeah, I can't speak to the camera yet. I'm camera shy.
I'm camera shy. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, I do get embarrassed. Not gonna lie.
But yeah, so working on vlogging, we did get some clips of Disneyland. Hopefully those get up soon, whether it's on the Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. Hopefully those get put up soon. And then the next day after Disneyland, so we ended up staying in Disneyland from the minute it opened to the minute it closed.
Yep.
And I think on my watch, it said 50,000 steps. Don't know if it was more. I'm sure it was more, a little bit more, a little bit less. But 50,000 steps. And then the next day we just drove home. We were exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that weekend. That was last weekend, I believe.
Yeah, it was last weekend.
Yeah. So
we had fun. I think for the most important thing for everybody to get is like, yeah, we take a lot of trips, and yeah, it was to Disneyland, and you guys are probably thinking, damn, you guys keep going to fucking Disneyland. Listen, I understand, but it's about living in the moment. And that's just how I see it now. And I think Kat really opened my eyes about it when she gives the manipulative speech.
Shut up.
That she got from her mom. So
Oh.
it does kind of help out, and it makes you forget that, hey, fuck the bills, fuck the rent, just go and ball out. But still pay those things.
But no, yeah, that's what I was going to say. But in moderation, and if you work hard, then you get to play a little bit. I also start school very soon.
Yeah.
In my final phase of the teaching credential, meaning I'll be at a school Monday through Friday, like an actual real teacher. So we can't just get up and go to Disneyland one day. We can't just do all these things. So we're just trying to soak up the last minutes I have of summer break at least. Because it's possible, yes, but it's a lot harder during the school year.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to make the most that we can of the time that we have left of my summer break.
Yes. And for everybody whose summer break is ending or even coming close to an end, or you guys probably didn't even start because you guys still work 9 to 5. Just know that be proud of yourself and to take some time and take advantage of any free time to yourself, and go out and enjoy yourselves. Live your life. Fuck what everybody says. Fuck what everybody thinks. It's more about how you live your life, not them living it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, we took one more trip before the summer. That's going to be next episode. So tune back in if you want to hear about that one.
Yeah. And then let us know if you guys watched the Deadpool movie, or let us know what's your favorite Disney ride.
Yeah. I'd love to hear it.
Check out our vlog that's on YouTube, at the Broke Boys channel. You can also look for us on Instagram and on TikTok at BrokeBoys_FF. We love you guys. Thank you guys for listening, and take care. Much love. Peace.
Bye.